Stupid. Trigger Mike was popping.
Hey, Mike.
Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing?
Good man. Good man. Welcome. Welcome. So let me hit this question, comment, or smoke.
Oh no, I really just came up to say, Gway, thank you for sharing your experience with us, man. That was very vulnerable. I don't think I see that very often. You were very open. You didn't dodge any questions. You were very introspective about your experience, and I look at you now kind of like a role model for what mature men want mature women to be. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome, Mike.
What part stood out the most, Mike?
When you ask, I mean, damn, I'm gonna be honest, man. When you ask a woman, unfortunately, especially our women, what went wrong with anything, they will never look inward. It's always outward projection. So her saying that it's not, she doesn't even blame him. She stayed too long. All of that. That I mean, look up right now. Look, they literally they're jittering because they can't hold themselves
No, we're
together.
laughing at you because 2 weeks ago we
You,
had this
I
very
mean, you just proving
conversation.
me
No, no, no,
right, but
Trigger
she,
Mike. I'm saying to you, we had this
ma'am.
conversation 2 weeks ago. We're laughing at you because you obviously didn't watch the show live or the replay because we literally had an accountability session about what we did wrong in our last relationship and what we learned and what percentage was ours. So no,
Would you do it if you weren't asked?
Yes,
what are you
because
talking
we've done
about?
it many a times. Many of us did it today. You just wanted to listen to what you wanted to listen to.
Well, Gway, this was about
Yeah.
appreciating you and your
Oh,
vulnerability
thank you.
And you
and
sprayed us
basically
too.
telling
And
it
you
like it
sprayed
is.
us on some because our black women. Sir, you tried to spray us.
So let me ask you. Let me
Talk
ask
about
you.
her and to
Let
her.
me
Don't
ask you.
spray
Let
us
me
and
ask
then
you,
and it's on the side.
ma'am. Let me ask you. Does a black man does his opinion count for anything? Are we ever right about y'all in any capacity?
Sure. You're right about your thoughts about your mother, your wife, your children, your girl daughters.
Facts.
So she
Those,
said no, Mike. She said
no.
no. She's saying no. Love, what do you
Yeah.
think?
I'm going to
Nobody's
reiterate what I said to him. I don't mind having healthy dialogue. And if you want to talk to Gway and say how she's a role model in X,
No,
Y, and
love. His question, that last question.
I'm
Mike,
sorry.
ask the question again.
Yeah, could you
Yeah, you
go
might
ahead?
have missed
Are
it.
black men right about anything or about their opinion of their women that they interact with every day, the women in their community, black women? Are we ever right about our opinion about your behavior?
As a collective, yeah, you can be when you say certain things. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's all I got, man.
Have a good
Okay.
night.
Mike, I'm gonna open it up. I'm just bringing everybody one at a time if you still around.
No doubt, no doubt. Appreciate it.
No. Savage was popping. You on mute.
What's going on? How are you doing, Gway? Look at you
Hey,
being.
Savage, how you doing? Are you at work or something?
No, my I'm actually at the vet. My dog's getting a procedure. I had rushed her to the ER. But
Oh,
you're doing great though. You're very feminine, very feminine. And that was a lot of good accountability that you had about how you didn't ask the question and you didn't push the issue and you recognize that.
oh
That's
yeah.
really that's really good. That's really good. That's why we have to save women like you. Now, I got a question for you, Hamp.
Yes, sir.
Have you noticed on with these panels, any time that a person in the chat sends a super chat or disagrees with any person on the panel, they are shamed and insulted?
I think it does consistently happen, and then also happens adversely if somebody says something that the ladies agree with. It's also touted.
Yeah. See, I've been noticing, besides when Dana was belligerently drunk, that a lot of the times when these women get in their feelings about something that's said, a lot of the times they just call us names. And unfortunately, it's hard when the conversation's moving and we're sending super chats. We have to address something that's said. And you can only fit like so many things into the super chat. So you can't really have like an in-depth conversation because like literally it could be all men need to die could be said. And then if you address that comment, we get called bitches and incels and we hate women for addressing that obviously flagrantly bad comment.
Can I say something?
What?
You can get more words in if you spend more money.
Actually, I don't know if you know this, but if you go up to $50, it only goes up to like 300 letters. Like you have to go like
you'll spend $50 on this chat. You spend 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and $1.99 and 99 cents.
Nah, Dana, I gotta jump in. Savage sponsored the show like probably the last 3 weeks, honestly.
On Friday,
that's what I'm saying. They're all little chats. If you want to get your point across, either come on here or just spend some money and say what you got to say.
Well, ma'am, to be fair, every time I've come on here, besides today's actually been pretty tempted. But most time, as soon as I start talking, I get talked over and cussed at. The last time I was on the show with you, you called me a bitch like 300 times, and I wasn't derogatory to it.
Wow.
I wasn't derogatory towards you. And to be fair, again, not about being a victim. The point of it is you said come up here. So when we say stuff in the chat, you cuss us out. When we come up here, you cuss us out. So like you're trying to throw shade about how much money is spent. It doesn't matter. Like last Friday, I drew out $1,000 to this channel. So I know you're not dropping $1,000. I know that you're not sending any super chats. So the people that pay Hamp, you shouldn't shame because we actually are the ones that fund this show.
Oh,
sir.
Wait, love. So you're investing into the channel, and so we have to bend down and kiss your feet. Is that what you're saying? Because that's
no.
That's not what this channel is. And please clarify, because it's looking kind of weird. It's almost like you're saying I've invested in this channel, and you're the boss.
That's not what I said. I understand that you can only hear. I understand that you can hear through your feelings and you don't understand the words that I said.
No, I heard you
no.
clearly. You said we should treat you better.
That's not what I said.
No, that's not what you said.
I never said the word better. The word better didn't come out of my mouth. So again, you didn't hear what
I treat you like what? Like the king you are because you're investing.
I didn't say the word.
With a bunch of black people. Is that what it is?
I didn't say the word treat either. Again, you're in your feelings.
No, not really. But I'm not going to let you get up here and talk to us like we're your employees.
I wasn't even talking to you, actually. So, again,
I was to you.
Again, you're in your feelings.
Nobody thinking about what Savage talking about. He's irrelevant. I don't even know why we respond to him. Why you got him on here? I want to say so many words. I can't. Why is he even on here talking to me? That's what I'm thinking.
Why can't the man come up here and talk?
Get the fuck out of here. Because nobody want to.
I got a question for him.
Talking about.
I got a question for you, Savage, since you came up here, since you clicked the link. When you paid your $1.99 super chat and said love wants to fight Hamp, you got a brick. What did you mean by that?
What I meant by that was it was funny because the same conversation we had last week about some crazy lady talking crazy, you said there was absolutely no reason to get hit in the face with a brick. And then we found out that it was a lie. And to start the show off, Love started talking crazy to Hamp. So it was ironic. See, I don't know if you know this because I'm white. We talk in sarcasm. It's our second language.
No, first of all, you don't even know what you're talking about. Hamp and I were going at it. It had nothing to do with the brick lady. And if you feel because me and Hamp had our banter that it deserved a brick, you're out of your rabbit ass mind. Like, this is why I don't even fool with you. And I'm with sis. Like, why the hell are you even up here? Like, I hate even listening to you talk sometimes because you sound real crazy. Something. I didn't see you do a $1,000 super chat. I'm up here using my time and my. Yes, you said it to Dana. And I'm telling you, we're up here every week, sometimes multiple times a week. We give our time and our energy and our thoughts. That's how we support this channel. If you want to spend your $1,000, kudos to you. And like you said before, it's only for my boy him, not for anybody on the panel. I read
Correct.
that super chat. So guess what? We can say whatever we want to say to any super chat that's pertaining to us. And we're up on a podcast. What is wrong with you? What makes you think we're going to be quiet and silent because you don't like what we're saying?
I didn't say that.
You didn't call us some bitter drunk bitches either?
I did.
That was a
I did say that.
Oh,
I did say that.
That's your white sarcastic language?
Yeah.
No, go get your bitch
Yeah,
from
it
upstairs.
was.
Why don't you do that? That's your bitch. Go talk to that bitch. That's the only thing I got to say to your ass. Go talk to that bitch. Don't call nobody up here no bitch. Go get that bitch.
Unfortunately, I'm not upstairs or at my house.
Well,
We'll
wherever
go
you
back
at,
to your house. We'll go back to your
Why you not
house.
home with that bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, why is he still here?
I'm about to rotate real quick. Let Savage give his final his word. And Savage, I'm gonna open the panel up. I'm just bringing everybody up one at a time right now. Go ahead.
The point that I was making though is the people that are donating are supporting the chat. So by you shaming them to not support the chat, it's counterproductive to Hamp. Was the point of that?
We're shaming you to not support the chat, so we're telling you to not support because you don't agree with the things that we say.
No. See, anytime
you don't like the things that we say.
No. Anytime anyone super chats and they mention any of the people on the panel or they disagree with something that they say, you guys say that they're bitches and they're incels and you're shaming them.
No, we say you're a bitch.
No,
we say
no,
you're
no,
a bitch
no.
and you're an incel. We don't say that to everybody. We don't say that to, I don't say that to Matt Pearson. I like him. I like Mike Brown. I like John the Baptist. I like a lot of these people that come in super chat. I call you a bitch. I call you an incel. You can't speak for everybody. So if you don't want to support us any longer because you don't like being called a bitch or an incel, that's your prerogative, Bobby Brown, but I ain't got shit to do with that.
Well, I understand that you probably don't remember some of the conversation from last night. Yes, I understand Bobby Brown. So last week when you were drunk, you guys said if guys address you in the...
Why is he still talking to us? I don't get it. Oh, if I could use those words.
I know, right? I agree. It's like you didn't say nothing anyway.
Because all he's doing is provoking more negative comments and trying to provoke, doing all the... Man, please, read it.
All right, let me do that. Savage, go ahead and give your final thought. Then when I open the panel up, y'all can have this convo. Unpopular truth, you next, bro. Go ahead.
Addressing what was said last week, we were told any guys that address you guys on the panel are bitch made with bitch energy because men don't address women. That's what was said. That wasn't to me. That was to all the men. That real men wouldn't address you guys on the panel.
Thank you. Good night.
Wait. Yeah, okay. That was said last week. Did you have a point off it?
Can I say something when he's done?
Yeah.
You done, Savage? You got anything else so I can say something?
Yeah, I was going to get off it. Then he said a question.
Well, no. Stay right there. I got to say, I think respect goes both ways. And just from me being in the chat, me watching the show on the outside and me being up here on the panel, that's all I'm going to say. Now, just because you send a super chat to these lovely ladies in Ham doesn't mean that you can say disrespectful things or try to provoke them with your words and then expect them not to respond disrespectfully. I see a lot of that. I haven't really seen someone say, oh, you guys are wrong. And they're like, fuck you. Da, 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 da. Like, it's always like the brick thing. Like, I don't. And that's why people were saying I was taking up for Dana. But a lot of people were saying little provocative stuff to her, like, oh, well, you deserve a brick or this. And then you mad because she called you a bitch and all of this other stuff. Respect goes both ways. And I hope that's something that the people in the chat can gain from what I just said. Like, respect goes both ways. Don't expect it if you're not giving it. Mm-hmm. That's all. And Savage, I actually like you, Savage. So I feel bad that they actually going in on you. But I don't know y'all rapport. You know what I'm saying? So just try to be respectful on both ends. That's all I'm
He admitted about talking about he need a brick toward me. Go ahead. I'm done. That's all I just wanted to say.
Ratchet was clean with that. And I just wanted it to kind of land. I mean, I think that point just resounds regardless of who she's talking to.
So can I address Ratchet, or do you want me to go?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. And then I got unpopular truth up next. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ratchet, I agree with you. Respect goes both ways. Unfortunately, the problem is there's a lot of disrespect that comes off this panel from the jump. And anytime there's any pushback to the panel, they get mad and then play victim. So I don't care that I get called a bitch, but the problem is when you call someone, like last week, Mike got called a bitch like 3,500 times. So then if he says something out of pocket, it's unacceptable, even though disrespect was already given.
If it's Trigger Mike, he deserved it because Trigger Mike was saying little smart and slick little comments, and his whole demeanor is condescending. And I mean, it is what it is. Like I said,
Roger, let him finish. Let him finish his statement. Let him finish.
Go ahead. Sorry, Savage. Go ahead.
Happy, he's done. He's finished. He's
hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish his statement. Don't make me put you on the back. If he finishes his statement, then we can rotate.
Nothing.
Go ahead, finish your statement.
But yeah, so yeah, he can be condescending, but he wasn't like that last week prior to him being cussed out multiple times. That's it. Like a lot of the times it's just mad disrespect from the panel. Like even with last week when Gway came on, the women were being disrespectful to Gway, and Gway wasn't coming at them or being disrespectful to the other panelists. So
last week?
Yes, last week.
Go ahead, because I was up here. How do we disrespect her?
I don't think you were on the show that Gway came up on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were on the show that Gway, the first time Gway came up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday she came up. But long story short, the disrespect goes one way, and then when there's any pushback, it's automatically an issue. That's all.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to